lured in by this headline, and I thought, what's going on here? An Arkansas man has been hit with a felony, charged with a felony for piercing his son's ear, his teenage son's ear.
Oh.
And I thought to myself, is that a felony when you pierce your teenage son's ear? And it says in the first line.
He's piercing the lobe, right?
Yeah, he's piercing the lobe.
Okay.
Yeah, just piercing his ear. And it says in the first line that the teenager wanted his ears pierced, and the dad did it, and 4 police officers came to their home to arrest him. And they had audio.
How much later?
Well, there's the thing. That's the whole thing. It was later. It was well after the piercing. And when the cops showed up, and there were 4 of them, of course, the family turned on the phone and got the recording of it.
This is ridiculous. Piercing his son's ear without a license. Takes 4 cops coming into my house without permission. He got a pierced ear by his dad.
I wanted my ears pierced.
Cuffs on this boy for nothing.
And that's the 16-year-old saying, I wanted my ears pierced. Here's what happened. The kid showed up to school last Thursday with his left ear pierced. He told friends, my dad got drunk, put me in a chokehold, and shoved the needle in my ear.
All right.
The teacher overheard him saying that, called ISS.
Well, I suppose a teacher has to if you hear that, right?
Well, that's literally
or do you
what he
follow
said.
up with the student and say, is this legit?
I get. I don't know.
what the protocols
What's the
are.
protocol?
Yeah.
Well, but if you follow up with the student, does he lie? If it really was
deny
true.
or-
Would you deny? So, yeah, that's what, like, they were all surprised, of course. Well, it turned out that
The kid shot his mouth off.
the kid shot his mouth off. He said to the friends, yeah, my dad was drunk. He shoved the needle in my ear. So the teacher overheard it, reported to school officials. The school officials called the cops, showed up at the family's house a day later, where the father, Jeremy Sherland, admitted, I pierced my son's ear. Yes, he wanted me to, but he refused to let them ask any further questions or talk to his son. He doesn't like law enforcement coming into his home
Oh, man, of course.
or something like that. Cops spoke to prosecutors. They were told they could arrest Jeremy under laws in Arkansas that prohibited unlicensed body art on a person under 16, kids 15, in an unlicensed facility. So they sent out 4 cops and took him into custody. And now he's facing felony charges because the kid shot his mouth off. I don't know if he really was drunk and did it against the kid's will, but you heard the kid say, I wanted my ear pierced.
Yeah, well, go to the mall.
Well, yeah.
How much does that cost?
Oh, piercing
$30 maybe?
Of all the people in the family, your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, your dad.
Well, if he's drunk.
I mean, I know for generations, like young teenage girls would pierce each other's ears.
Yeah, they'd put ice on the lobe and
to kind of numb it,
and then put a potato behind it.
and then you jab it.
That's right. That's right.
So you don't stab through the...
The needle stops in the potato.
Numb it real good. The scuffle was caught on camera, as you just heard, and the son said, I wanted my ear pierced. And the son has put on TikTok, I pierced my ear myself, and my dad got arrested for it. Hashtag free my boy. Hashtag cop abuse.
So
weird.
That would be your son's hashtags for you getting arrested.
Free my boy.
Hashtag free my boy. Hashtag cop abuse.
I don't know what to think of that.
I don't expect Dad to go to jail over this, but it is kind of a strange chapter.
I know. And he is in jail. I mean, I agree
Well,
with
you
you,
get-
but
yeah,
right now he's in jail.
you got to get processed.
Yeah, and he's...
Well, yeah, but he's not going to spend. He's not going to do 90 days for this, is he?
I wouldn't think.
I don't know. It's different with kid laws, man.
And it is an unlicensed facility and a kid under 16, and I don't know, they're throwing the book at him. Plus,
Can they take the kid out of the house?
you know,
like
you think
DSS?
they're
Like-
investigating
Oh, man.
more. They're investigating further, but
It's gotten way out of hand.
of course, the kid himself, I think the kid was...
If Daddy is a drunk, then who knows?
I think the kid was lying. I think he was messing around with his
Just
friends.
embellishing the story.
Of course.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
But they'll have to look into it further here before they figure all that out. It's very weird. How that, I mean, because the guy's not expecting it at all. All of a sudden, 4 cops are at his house.
And
Which
they
one of you pierced
forced
a
their
kid's
way
ear?
in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me?
They got him. They
And
got
it
him.
is a rough video to watch. I mean, they are forcing their way into his home.
Yes. It does seem like they took it a bit far.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty extreme there. If you get there and the guy says, and the teenager says, oh, yeah, that was, if he would admit to have lied to his friends, maybe they would have backed off.
But the
a little
teacher
bit.
did the right thing.
I think
right?
so. I think so. Because if you hear that.
Not overstepping.
Yeah. As you hear that as a teacher, or do you go to the kid and say, look, you tell me the truth on this. Was your dad really drunk and forced a needle through your
Yeah, but then the kid might lie.
All right.
To protect daddy.
I know. So you
Yeah.
just don't know.
What do we know the rules on piercing? Like Dave said, go to the mall. I mean, you can probably go to Claire's and get your ears pierced, but I don't know what the minimum age is.
Well, at least in Arkansas, under 16 can't, according. But
Unless your parent takes you.
yeah, but a girl,
Because infants get their ears pierced.
they do,
Yeah.
and I think, but mom and dad probably have to sign off on it,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
and it has to be done in a licensed facility like the
Exactly.
Piercing Pagoda.
That's right.
Or Claire's.
Or Claire's.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they
that-
give you the little stud to put in there.
That's
when it goes
correct.
down.
More students here. Now there's a problem in Kennewick, Washington. Students and teachers at a middle school there, Desert Hills Middle, competed against each other in a bizarre contest that had kids screaming, saying it was the grossest thing they've ever done. There was a contest where there was clear plexiglass on a table in the middle of the gym, and it had strips of marshmallow cream on each side. Students faced off against teachers, licking the glass until the marshmallow cream was gone. Now, there were strips of it. So they were asking teachers to lick the glass, and students, and they both went up. So it looked like they were licking each other. They were each on each side of the glass, each on one side. And the kids went crazy on it. Officials now said this is unsanitary to have people licking glass. And you're likely to lick the saliva of your teammate who's just gone before you, because they're going, once you lick all the marshmallow cream off, there's more marshmallow cream to get.
What?
Parents were furious. I saw a video of it.
I'm sure the kids loved it.
They did. It'd be like this. We have a piece of plexiglass here. There's a strip of marshmallow. You'd be on one side, I'd be on the other, licking the glass. Teachers versus students.
Face to face, simultaneously.
Exactly. And the kids did love it, but parents weren't asked to sign off on it, and they said, we're COVID. This is COVID times. You can't have students licking after each other.
Yeah.
So they're not going to do that contest again. I thought it looked really fun. And if I had been in middle school, I would have absolutely loved that. We would have been all over that in middle school. And the kids, apparently, you heard their reaction there, but parents didn't like it.
One kid was apparently very grossed out.
Yeah, well, you heard.
This is so gross! Actually, so gross.
It's actually so
No, they just don't shut up, do they?
Kelly, does your daughter sound like that sometimes?
wrong.
Actually, so gross.
Yeah. That is actually so gross.
Middle school.
They've said we're not going to be doing the contest again. That's it. There'll be no more fun.
Next year's spring fling will be a little more sedate.
We're subdued. They're not going to do it.
We'll have a miniature horse that you
We'll
can
have pony
ride.
rides
They're not doing that this year.
and a petting zoo.
There's a third grade student that's being hailed for action. That this is a kid after my own heart. He has a very similar diet that I do. He loves macaroni and cheese. He's a third.
How old is he?
He's 9. He's 9 from
I bet
Farmington.
his favorite foods are your favorite foods.
Correct. He loves chicken nuggets and mac and cheese, which is exactly my order at Chicken and Pickles.
That's your jam.
If I'm really feeling crazy, I'll get 12 chicken nuggets and a mac and cheese and a sandwich. All right, with all those sauces and a Diet Coke.
Are you eating dirty?
No, well, I'm like half clean, half dirty right now. I haven't been
Dusty.
I'm dusty. I haven't been to Chicken and Pickles in some time.
Okay.
It's been a while, but it's not like I'm real clean either. Okay.
All right.
Our vending machine man came by with some Snickers for Biggie the other day, and I commandeered them. I said, Biggie can't have this.
Yeah, I didn't want to say, but it was a large pile Friday.
A small pile now. All right. I've had some M&Ms.
It's not even a pile anymore.
I'd like to say this is the first I'm ever hearing of it.
I saved you.
Yeah.
I threw myself on that grenade for you.
Let's just make one thing clear. If it's for Biggie, get Biggie.
I saved you
It
from
will not see me otherwise.
Thank God he came to me.
Kelly didn't want
Otherwise,
you tempted,
I
Biggs.
did not want you tempted. I've learned CPR, but I don't want to have to do it this week, okay?
I know. It's not the tempted. This is what he does. Biggie, what's Biggie do around here? Biggie doesn't do nothing. Biggie doesn't do nothing. I'm not giving Biggie any of this. He doesn't deserve it.
That's true.
Killian
All
Palmer.
that's going
It's
through his
not
head.
saving my life.
You're still breathing. You're still breathing in there.
No help from you.
You're down a chamber, but you're still breathing.
That's actually so gross.
Okay. I'm so gross. Oh my God.
What the heck?
She's so right. So right. The third grader in question here from Farmington Hills, Michigan. His favorite food to eat in the cafeteria is macaroni and cheese. He went in front of the school's Board of Education after writing a persuasive essay because he says in the last year the quality of the macaroni and cheese has gone way downhill.
Well, I mean, had to make cuts.
Okay. He spoke in front of the school board. This is what he said.
Do you like macaroni and cheese?
Yes, we do.
Okay. I would pack a lunch on a macaroni and cheese day because I'm going to tell you why. Macaroni and cheese at Lanigan is not that good. It is burnt sometimes. On the top and bottom, it is burnt and crisp. Another reason that Lanigan needs better mac and cheese is because it is too cold. The final reason that Lanigan needs better macaroni and cheese is because we need an even amount of macaroni and cheese. When we get the macaroni and cheese, it has more cheese than macaroni.
Ooh.
Sincerely, Killian Palmer.
Okay, that's him reading his essay.
Pretty well laid out
Also,
argument.
yeah. I thought it would be more macaroni and less cheese, but it was way more cheese. Too much like a block of cheese, he said. Burnt on top, burnt on bottom, and cold in the middle.
That's the way I like it.
I like a little burn, too.
I like it like a little crispy on top. Are you picky about your macaroni and cheese? Or you eat anything?
No, I'm picky about it.
It's not crispy over the chicken and pickles, is it? I mean, that's more
creamy,
mushy, isn't it?
I think they do a very nice job of that.
What's the ratio?
I think it's 35% cheese, and I think it's well distributed, and it does have some of that brown on top, some of that good.
Oh, does it have a little good?
It does a little good on it.
All right,
the good.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of that good.
Yeah, the good's the best.
Yeah, you'll usually get that now over there.
Yeah,
and I know you've wound me up recently to say that the only thing good over there is that chicken sandwich.
Well, I didn't say it's the only thing. Well, you're right.
Somebody else. Let me tell you. I had somebody else, a friend of mine on pickleball. We were on the pickleball courts, and he agreed with you. He's like, Dave's right. Chicken and pickles sucks. And I said, I
didn't say they suck.
Oh, wait a minute now. He did. And I said, say it to my face. She, come on this. I said, come on this side of the net and say it. I said, come on over to this side of the net and say it. He's like, the only thing good over there is their lemonade. And I said, you. And he told me that on Sunday. I said, so I can't drag your ass over there and prove it and prove you're wrong.
That's right.
Okay. Well, results is what Killian got. That was 3 weeks ago, and they have changed their macaroni and cheese, got a new distributor, and the local news interviewed him and said, how is it now? And he said, it's perfect.
It was perfect. It was even. It was hot, and no burnt pieces. Pretty great.
What do you want to say to all the workers who are making lunches for the kids?
I mean, thank you for changing it, and also, what did you even put in there before? It tasted strange.
It used to be awful, and now it's great. Biggie loves this.
Killian's here. Get the good mac and cheese.
Yeah, I don't know why we entertain these kids with this BS.
Well, your mother was a lunch lady.
Yeah, look, I don't go full beat your kids a lot, but this is one of those times.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Wait.
I know the stress of the lunch lady.
You were there.
Yeah, she doesn't have time to worry about Killian's. My mac and cheese is burned. You're lucky to be having mac and cheese.
You are. You're lucky
Yeah.
to get that.
I love the fact that when it's mac and cheese day, he brings his lunch from home.
He said,
I'm not even going to eat that slop anymore. Oh, His Majesty's here.
He didn't have to eat it.
Well, he didn't. He said he used to love it, went way downhill, so he took his argument to the school board, and look, it got him on TV, and it got a new mac and cheese in there.
Yeah.
That's fighting City Hall and winning.
He could be a mayor.
He could one of these days. I bet he is the mayor. He would not have Biggie's vote, but he could be the mayor.
Drag him in front of the town council.
I thought about you. Chris Demm said something this morning that got me thinking about you, Biggie. This is back when you had all 4 chambers.
I still do.
Yeah, he hasn't given
Please
one away.
stop emailing me.
You make it sound worse than it is.
Yeah, you always make it sound worse than it is.
Of all the heart failures to have, I have the best.
He has the best heart failure.
Well, how many are there to choose from?
Several, actually, believe me.
And you got the best, you say.
I got a whole
The
book on
Cadillac
it.
of heart failure. You guys got it. Best you could have.
Good.
Chris Demm said they've done a ranking of all the Cookout milkshakes. Cookout is a restaurant here that is famous for their burgers and their milkshakes. And the worst one was banana nut, and the best one was Oreo mint. And there's a ton of them.
There are 37 total.
Yeah, total.
37, yeah, it's on the cup.
Well, your favorite was banana, which was right in the middle.
16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the reason I thought of Biggie is because you
I used to make one.
You pioneered.
He's a customize.
You customized your own. You get what flavors?
Oreo and Reese's together.
And mix them together. And you say you're down a chamber.
Doesn't make sense.
Look, I know what got me here, and it was good.
It was a good ride.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
It's a good
first
ride.
40 years ain't bad.
That's right.
Biggie, can you speak to the mint Oreo?
That was number one.
I've had it. I enjoy it. To me, you got to be in the mood for a mint.
Yeah,
mint
I'm not a mint fan.
Yeah.
But they loved it. They said it had great little bits of cookie in it.
Oh, yeah.
I like chocolate and mint
do.
combo.
I'll
I
tell
love
you,
that
though,
combo.
and she's probably dead now because she was old then, but it always depends on who makes the shake.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought that. Where I used to go, the cookout I used to go to, there was this old woman, and she was there all the time, and all she did was make shakes.
Yeah.
But she made the best shakes. It was something about she'd leave just enough, just Oreo and Reese's on the bottom.
Yeah.
And when you got about 3/4 the way down, you could mix it well. You'd have this real, just lots of Oreo and Reese's in it. But
Yeah.
she was so good at it. And I mean, she looked like the Crypt Keeper 10 years ago. So I'm sure she's passed now.
Right.
But
Milkshakes
she
and
was,
cigarettes will do that.
yeah,
Too.
she was the best. But all she did, anytime I rode through there, all she did was shakes.
Yeah.
You just see her at the shake machine, and that's all she did. But it was, since then, when I've gotten one, it's not been the same.
Not the same.
It's almost too well mixed.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you want a little bit
Maybe
of
they have a
love.
different machine.
Well, I like that.
You a little bit of that
something at the
good. You like a little
bottom.
bit of that good.
Little good's good.
Right, Dave?
The
Yeah.
good's the best.
A little dinge.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfectly mixed.
There is a breaking point though with milkshakes where they're milkshakes and then they become ice cream.
I agreed.
And like Biggie's Reese's Butterfinger, what do you say?
Reese's and Oreo, wasn't it?
Reese's and Oreo.
Yeah.
Oreo. And you got to have a spoon all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, unless it's mixed just
I
right.
want to use I want to use a straw
I
at
do
some
too.
point.
I think
and
a
you
milk-
can't do it. Their shakes are so good. They're so thick
Yeah.
that you can't even use it at the beginning. You got to wait, or you'll bang a hole in your head
Or
'Cause
implode
it'll-
a lung.
Yes, you're right.
Wasn't there one place? Isn't there one? I can't remember the name of the place, but it was, they're kind of known for their shakes. They call them bricks because they're so thick. You have to eat it with a spoon.
Yes, but
Can't remember the name of the chain.
Now, but I'm with Dave that's ice cream. I want to be able to suck it through a straw as a milkshake.
You can at first, not theirs because they're thick and they're good.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah.
But I mean, you'll get an aneurysm trying to suck that thing.
Especially if they're toppings. What about
Yeah.
straight up vanilla?
That'll take you all the way to the bottom. You got to have a spoon all the way to the bottom.
even
I
a
don't want that.
vanilla. Even a vanilla.
No, I mean the vanilla. Once you get about a quarter of the way through, it has time to melt. Then you can use a straw.
Yeah.
But if you've got all those toppings in there, that's
I know what you mean.
It's almost like a sundae.
That's a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
which is fine.
Or a blizzard.
Or blizzard.
Sometimes you get a little fragment stuck in the straw.
Yeah.
If you're sucking through.
with-
Now that's a challenge.
Yeah, that is.
when the piece of banana gets lodged in the bottom of the straw.
Yeah.
That
You
is.
suck, then finally go, man, I got to blow
I
it out.
gotta go the other way.
A blizzard is another one. It depends on who's making it.
Are you
really
listening,
does.
Kelly?
It always does. And it's all about, they have to show you how it won't fall either.
Yeah.
So they have to turn it upside down when you get a
Yeah,
blizzard.
that's right.
And you can always tell, like, the new person just like, oh, yeah.
Now, this is the Ghost of Biggie Past, right?
That's right, not
You're
anymore.
Loso now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so ashamed. When Chris Demm was describing the method for sucking the banana through the straw and then blowing it out, I thought of your arteries and how they
Clogged and then clear.
so wrong.
Arteries are fine.
So wrong.
I think those are called stents.
I'm sorry. We just talked about
the industry?
stents. We just talked about stents.
I had this
the other
thought
day.
last night. I got an email about one of you all or something. And the problem is my heart failure is that my heart doesn't relax. That's right. And then I thought about you three, and I thought, well, this is why it doesn't relax.
No wonder.
It's all I deal with. is you
The one
three.
part of your body that doesn't.
Yes, exactly.
The rest of me looks pretty relaxed.
Very chill.
The part we can see seems pretty relaxed.
Behind this exterior is a very stressed out
Beats a
person.
throbbing heart.
Well, I want a name. How about the Chamber Killers?
Dave and the Chamber
Enter the
Killer.
chambers.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
When I do die, I just want you all to know it was because of you. I don't want any misconceptions at the funeral.
They're engraving it
Yeah.
on the headstone now.
Yeah,
I blame the following.
yeah.
Colon.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's really no doubt about that.
The Chamber Killers.
Oh, God bless
What
you.
attributed to his unhealthy lifestyle?
the stress.
Those three. He's down to chamber. They will be standing over your casket. Yeah, he's down to chamber.